are going to the bird's cave, largest bird's cave here in Armenia. Entering the cave. Patay mo yung ilaw mo, naka-automatic. So we are going to the bird's cave, largest bird's cave here in Armenia. Nakahingal ba? Hello. Hi. Hindi ako lasing kanina, pero ngayon parang nalasing ako sa yan, naka-blue sa atin. Hello, nice to meet you.
How are you?
Good.
Hello. You do take a breathe.
Yeah. We need to take a breath.
This is so hard.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 minutes. Okay. This is Areni-1, where it's cave. Archaeological excavations are leading by Armenian archaeologists. And since 2007, we spent here internationally archaeological surveys, which means our archaeologists were from California's 3 universities, mainly from Ireland, from Italy, last year from Czech Republic, from Brazil. So it's different every year when we organize excavations. And friends, everything started here in 2007 just from the shoe, when we just by chance found the oldest leather shoe in the world. Have you heard about this?
Yeah,
No.
but not that
Never
much the
seen-
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shoe is now in Armenian Museum. This is just this paper. You get it from here. I'll tell you a little bit about the shoe with the gold findings. Yes, because not only from here too, we found numerous archaeological findings. Since 2019, yes, without being an archaeologist.
You mean you're digging some and then to search something?
Yeah. And besides shoe from this area, we found ropes, remains of dried foods, pieces of leather, clothing,
Wow.
cordage, basketries, remains of cereal, cotton, textiles, wool. So different
Yeah.
artifacts from different periods, mainly from Bronze Age, 8th centuries, and from Middle Ages. Friends, and of course, all these artifacts let us know, understand, or to assume what kind of people lived here, instruments they used, ceremonies they spent. And according to these artifacts, I should tell you that these prehistoric people were the same hunter-gatherers or agriculturists as it is now in some villages. They even created the same things what we still use in our everyday life, only very improved. But there was a time and there was a community who've been also using these areas since 200 years ago, and not constantly for some time, short time, maximum 500 years. And these were those who knew how to make wine and those who knew how to spend human ritual ceremonies, so sacred to choose. But of course, after that, up to late medieval times, due to the unchangeable climate, especially inside of the cave, there is the stable temperature for the whole year. In winters, there is warmer than outside, and the outside is summers. Due to the dryness, the level of humidity is only 40-50%, which help for the preservation of all these organic remains, which means your best places for living, hiding, producing, or preserving something. And that cave was constantly used by different generations, but I mean these are 6,000 years old, and these were food storages for keeping food, yes, inside of it.
This one?
Yeah, this one and that one. But here we had 6, not only these 2, only these are not preserved during these excavations, and others were for human ritual burials. And can you see in this upper museum we have an oven, bird oven with pipe.
Yeah.
Did you see how we're making bread?
Yes.
This is tonis. We call tonis. You were saying tandoor?
Pantur.
Tandoor, yeah.
Entering the cave. Patay mo yung ilaw mo, naka-automatic. May kuryente.
I'm sorry, switch.
Don't use the flash.
Wala na, okay na siya.
Okay. So friends, this is the second trench of this cave, and let me explain you that here was full of soil up to the ropes due to the ventilation what we had before from these open parts, from these exits. And during the excavations, we also found interesting artifacts, like this that we'll take at the moment. But we found from here remains of ceramics, pieces of unique pots, still clothing to the attacks. And these two exits, what you see, these are without any studies, we just scan. So during these several years, we will try to open little parts here by year to see what else we can find out, because whatever you see here, what I'm telling you, this is only 4 to 5% of this cave what we studied. Even for generations, we should excavate here for discovering this.
I want to ask, what's the meaning of the numbers?
That means just from here we found any artifacts. Yeah. These are
And,
archaeological coordinates.
Before the soil it was
Uh-huh.
here.
And
they
beginning
dig it.
from here, we just went deeper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherever you see these ropes, that means just from here was the surface of land, and up to here,
okay.
beginning
digging
from
and
here,
digging.
we went deeper. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now please let's. A little bit here, please. Okay. Okay, and friends, this is the end. That's the whole cave. 2 more exits from here. One of them goes from the sandbags, behind the sandbags, and the last one goes from that way. We will see at the end of the guiding. And let's say future generation with new technologies will be able to discover more. We will try to open these areas from where we're walking at the moment, because we scanned and we know underground and then
There is something.
there is the same stuff, the same situation, the same clay pots, what you see over here. And right now in front of you, this is the oldest winery in the world, which was related to the human ritual ceremonies. It is dating 4,000 to 3,800 BC. I mean 6,001, 200 years old maximum, not more. You know, dear friends, if you compare this winery with others, what were found in different countries, for example, in Israel, in China, in Georgia, in Iran, of course, everyone knows and we respect all of them. What they have 8,000 years old potteries, more than ours, and more great seeds what we have. But this is earliest known winemaking facility where is expressed and where is preserved the whole cycle of wine production, from getting the juice till last fermentation period. This is the only difference. But of course, if you want to document as a winery, you should have the whole complex, not just several wine plots. It's a little bit marketing, but
Yeah.
and As you see here, we have different sizes of clay structures, clay amphoras, which are prototype of the same wine pots, what we call karas. Those, yes, we say karas, Georgia say kvevdi, but these are the same. And those which has black colors, these are fired, and the remains of grape we mainly found for these big pots because of the quality. I'm sure you'll know if the pot is updated, it's impossible to preserve any inside of it. And basically, when we gather, when we make some researches about the ancient caves all over the world, which were connected to the wine, to winemaking, these two prehistoric times are simply in ritual context. And from these clay pots, let me show you here, grape seeds, piece of barks, grape sprouts, stems, skins, dried but well preserved due to the climate. We spent archaeogenetic and archaeochemical studies in different laboratories, first in Oxford, then in UCLA, in Italy, Israel, Germany. So all these studies have shown us that these were 6,000 years old grape seeds and domesticated and wild sold what was found about 2-3 years ago just from this cave. And friends, at that time we were thinking that it's just a winery, but after finding human remains, and not only those 3 human skulls, we understood that he would do with ritual. These 3 human skulls were nearly 6, 8, and 18 years old, 2 boys and girls skulls. Their heads were polished. There was absence lower jaws and even half of the tooth. Some holes you can see even on their heads, which was not any natural death. Yes, it only talks about human ritual ceremonies, which was somewhere outside. The process was not yet definitely because there is a chronological difference between winemaking and human remains, because human remains are 300-400 years older than these wineries. So for us, it's clear that somewhere in another generation spent ritual ceremonies, passed generation to generation, or who knows, maybe this Neolithic society. This is 3 days, my voice is
You can relax, don't worry. The same.
This last place was here what we found. And according to our DNA and anthropological studies, we know 75% of the human bones belongs to Armenoid. Armenoid, just genotype of European race, it's just the type of the skull, and that's mix of not nation, because no any nation at that time, no any borders, yes. That's why the same culture you will find in our neighbors' countries as well. But the society, civilization, or tribes, they've been using this entire area. And why wine? Why rituals at the same place? Because it was a great connection between them. During ritual ceremonies, ancient people used various liquids: water, oil, milk, wine. And wine was the only drink that people just associated with blood.
Yes.
Because we also believe that wine is the blood of Jesus.
Yes.
And of course, wine had the same ritual meaning mostly in all religions, not only in Christianity or in pre-Christianity times. And probably these people also have believed that drinking wine, they could combine 2 worlds to each other, the death life and the real life. And of course, as for others, we should exploit for years, for ages.
And they used to.
Yes, really, because it's so slowly, yes, everything is so slowly.
Changing.
Okay.
Dito, bebe. Dito.
Okay, and the last exit, which goes straight, yes, it's alone, but we don't know after that, no any exit, no any galleries, nothing to know what else we have there.
The what?
The bat.
That. One of them was there, the other one.
In the inside.
Yeah. Be careful only not to fall here.
Yes.
And this one.
That's it. This is all.
Okay. Thank you.
Last stop.
This is the exit.
Это место рассказывает не только историю жителей этого всего человечества, всех наших предков. То есть это памятник очень человеческого наследия. Знаете, просто эта пещера доказательство. Да, вот интересно, что недалеко отсюда находится пещера Магеллана, там наоборот, если здесь очень
Here, not yet to found.
от влаги красивее сталактиты.
This is all. You have questions?
Thank you so much.
So much for coming.
вас тоже красиво поступает. Мои дела уже раскидаю. Здесь нет, потому что здесь безопасно.
You may agree.
Hawak ng ano hangin ko hindi.
That's it for today, guys, in the Bird's Cave. Hope you enjoy. Yes, guys, we are in the Bird's Cave. Yes, it's close.
Եթե չես ծախել դրայժ նույն փոխել, եթե ծախել ես չեմ մնելու։ Ճոկի իմ շանտաժի ձևը։ Լավ, լավ։ Մեկ անկապ կայնած էինք։
Ang ganda ng view sa baba, guys. Deji! DG! Tara na. Inaabangan ka ni Bansot, pipicturean ka niya. Si Bansot ba, inaabangan ka, picturean ka. Oo nga. Diyan niya sa baba. Diyan sa baba. Halika. Yeah. Crop mo na lang yan. Halika na. Hi. Saan ka ba? Harap ako dyan. Sa liring sikap. Halika dito, picturean kita dito. Halika na. Baba ka na dyan. Ang ganda, guys.
Other
Sisi. Harap ka, harap ka, harap ka. Ang ganda ka. O, sige. Ah, sige. Yaka. Yawin gop niya sa phone. I video you, you video me.
Kasi yung dalawa, puro kain.
Kain.
May video si Bansot nandoon sa Sarita.
Video.
Asan si Sari?
Inis na yan sila. Kasi nagutom na yun. Tara, nababa na tayo.
Ito. Yung video na. Yung ano, yung cellphone ko.
Ha?
Na-full na.
Na-full na. Di pa yan ma-full.
Dito tayo makuha. Diyan ka lang sa likod ko pa rin.
Sige. Sige na. Wag,
Ano ka?
mag-stop ka kasi ano para.
Car.
Ah.
Ayan si Sandy.
Ayan.
Oh, ay. Wala. Wala ka sa amin.
Di ba?
Yan, ganyan. Halika dito si Dali. Yan.
Huwag mo munang galawin para ano. Para makapag-screenshot.
Mahangin. Balikan tayo.
Ayan. Teka, teka. Stop ka, stop ka, stop ka.
Ayan o.
Ah, diba?
Wala na yung...
Si Bansot na wala na. Ito si Bansot.
Ayun o. Nasa winery. Dito naman tayo sa kabilang side. Dito, dali. Lapit ka na. Sisi. Ikaw naman ko dyan. Ganyan side.
Bebe.
Kita. O, di ba? O, marami kang sariling sikap ano? Oo.
Tawagin mo muna si Bansot. Picture tayo dito. Kahit dito na lang sa baba.
Malis na kumain na. Ayun o. Magbuha lang tayo pa dyan.
Gani, dito sa baba. Oo, kuhang-kuha yung ano.
Oo.
Tawagin mo nga. Ayun na, ayun na. Hindi, iba tayo mo yan, Sisi, dito. O, dali. This is for the lunch for today.
One rice.
Nag-iyon siya ako. Sige, I'm going back. Salad?
Yes.